Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nidus Anarchy series. I'm your host Adam, CIO and co-founder of Nidus, and today I want to talk about a couple different things. One, we have a Cisco vulnerability on the Nexus switches, which is bad. GitLab vulnerability on the CI/CD pipeline, and Entrust CA is going to go bye-bye to Google. First, let's talk about Cisco. So Cisco Nexus routers and their NX has a massive vulnerability in the OS that allows for remote code execution. This is bad. What makes this worse is that all of the Nexus switches are end of life, which means they are not going to be patching this. So if you have any of the NX routers that are vulnerable with this vulnerability, there is no patch, and you are now susceptible to a massive remote vulnerability, aka you need to switch your switches. Next up, with GitLab, there is another vulnerability that allows an authenticated user escalation privileges to bump them up into root. From there, they can execute any type of CI/CD pipeline as anyone. And as you can, if you're familiar with CI/CD pipelines, which basically deploys code everywhere across the infrastructure, will allow anyone that knows how to access this, which apparently is not a very difficult exploit to exploit, they'll be able to run these CI/CD pipelines and modify them however they see fit. So that is bad. There is a patch out by GitLab, so highly recommend you patch that. The last thing is Entrust. So Entrust, which is a certificate authority that issues SSL certs for TLS, it's been around forever, and they are now going to be blocked by Google, aka really Google Chrome. So all of the Chrome, I don't know if it's Chromium, but Google Chrome specifically, they will not be trusting Entrust certificates anymore. They say that they have been receiving too many issues and they're not handling everything right, so they just don't basically trust Entrust anymore. So therefore, they're dropping support, I believe, November 1st, November of 2024 for sure. So if you have Entrust SSL certs on your site, you're going to have to swap them, whether you stand behind Entrust or not, because if Google doesn't support it, then that means so many people are going to get warnings saying that do not trust this site that you're going to, and it'll be your site, your app, whatever. You absolutely don't want that. Now, Google did say that this is basically making it an opt-in feature, so it will no longer trust it by default, but users can go into Chrome and update the settings to trust Entrust certificates. I don't know how that works exactly. It's probably just going to say, hey, do you trust this cert? And you just say yes. But the majority of people are not going to do that, obviously. So it looks like Entrust is losing its authority status as a certificate issue. That's it. Those are the three I got. So if you have GitLab or you have any of those Nexus switches, look to update them. If you're on Entrust certificates, you're going to have to swap them out. Good luck. Later.